Well, hello readers, writers, bloggers, publicists. I'm glad so many people are interested in my series leading up to the book launch of Jackson. This week, we're going to focus on what we can do now as authors. I obviously have published other books. So what I'm going to share with you today are some strategies where you want to make sure people who are already reading your work, already following you, are going to have a landing page to take you to your new information. So let's call up Caliber, which is a program that I found that is free. And I'm calling up my book from last summer, 2019, called Steering Through It. So let's go back to the very last page because that's typically where we put information about authors. I launched a new website in December. I've gone in and updated. Now it's a landing page taking people to lynnmclaughlin.com. And I also added some information about the upcoming book of Jackson. Okay, so the next step is very important. You want to draw readers to your previous work, to that landing page, so they can connect with you and your next book. So I've put my book on sale, 99 cents, as an author that uploaded Steering Through It, my book from last summer, directly to Amazon. I can change my book price anytime and then run a promotion. So I have people now going in at 99 cents to buy Steering Through It, and they'll see that landing page at the back. They'll know there's another book coming up. And if they like my work as a writer, hopefully they will become future customers and stay with me for my future work. Now, if you're a first-time author, which is just so exciting in itself, and you don't have a book to go back and update, think about what product you have to offer. Are you blogging? Are you putting out YouTube videos? What are you doing to gain interest in the book that you are about to put out to the world? Now, I talked to you last week about blogs. And so I posted my blog last week. It's on my webpage. It's across my social media platforms. I've got a lot of interest, but those are people who are already following me. So I want to get out there to as many people as possible. Let's take a look at my business page. So I know that only 10% of my followers are going to see my posts. It's just the way Facebook works. Do I continue to do my posts? Absolutely, I do. I post several times a week because I'm also a podcast host. We can see that I've done a post most recently about Jackson, included in a blog that's on my webpage around mental health in Canada. So this post is only going to be seen, as I said, by about 10% of my followers. So I appreciate having followers, but when I do a post to my page, I don't do it with the expectation of getting more likes because in the end, it's really not going to change anything. Facebook ads are the game changer. So I'm going to be creating an ad. Right now, my purpose is to draw people to my website and get as many subscribers as I can. Subscribers are part of my community, and I have what they're looking for. They're readers, they're writers. So my purpose here is to get more website visitors. Now, this is the most exciting thing about Facebook ads because we can target who we want our ads to go to. It's not just going out there into cyberspace for anybody and everyone. Now, I'm going to create a new audience because this is a new type of book. My previous book was a nonfiction. So who are the people that I want to send my ads to? I have two main characters, Jackson. He's a 25-year-old young man who's been struggling with mental illness for most of his life, and two parents who are trying to save their son. So my age range here is just right. 18 to 65, and I am going to target all. Now I'm going to zoom in because I want to send this to all of Canada right now. And I should say that I am just creating this for today. I'm going to send this out because I'm experimenting. I'm going to say my budget is $5, $5 Canadian for everybody else who's out there because that's worth a lot more money to you. And I think I'll place it in just Facebook and Instagram. So in addition to choosing a location, an age, and a gender, I'm going to go into detailed targeting, and this is where it gets very exciting. I can dive right down into demographics. This book is for parents, absolutely. And I could even go down further into parents who have adult children and parents who have children between the ages of 13 and 17 and select those two things. I can also drill down to interests, behaviors, and additional categories. Now, I will do an ad each day for the next 5 days, $5 a day, and I'm going to change my target audience up. So the 5 days of figuring out which ad is the most powerful is very important because when the book launches, the second strategy is not to drive people to my website. It is now to take them directly to the sales page. So I'll be going into getting more button clicks. I want them to go to Amazon to purchase Jackson. It's a strategy. And it works. but you really have to experiment. Now, I do not consider myself a Facebook ads guru in any way, shape, or form, but I have figured out a great deal just by playing around and experimenting at what I consider to be a very low cost. Now, there are many platforms to run ads. I've shared with you a little bit about Facebook. I will be sharing more about BookBub. BookBub is another way that I'm drawing readers to that first book to bring them to the landing page and to gain their interest. Now, when I first published, I had no idea that Amazon had author pages. That's because it's not on Amazon.ca. It's through Amazon.com. You want your readers to be worldwide. So we're going to jump over now and take a look at the Amazon author page. And once you're published, you want to make sure you've got this up to date. It has everything in one place. You can see that there's an author page specifically to you. We'll look at that in a minute. Any book that you publish is going to be linked to your author page. So if someone's interested in your work, this is another way that they find out what else you have written. So let's take a look at the author page. It's got a biography. And what is, I think, so powerful is my blog is updated and it's linked to my Amazon author page. You also can put in any photograph that you want. You can, I put in one of my awards, my business logo, and just a photograph of me at a book signing event. My trailer for my first book is also on my author page. Now, if we jump over to books, you can see that the books you already have. And what's wonderful for readers, if they're searching by author, reviews are also included on your Amazon author page. So as soon as mine is up on Amazon, I'll be linking that book and updating my author page. Now, I'm very excited to share with you that I do have the advanced reader copy in my hands, and it is out there being read. Reviews will shortly be written, and we will be using those reviews before the book launch to gain interest again. Now, my launch team has been very busy working behind the scenes already. My marketing expert, she has created a list and is updating it on all of the media contacts, your newspapers, your radios, your television representatives, because there will be a press release. Also, my graphic designer is building the images that we're going to be using for advertising, and advertising is pretty key to launching a book. My press kit is being updated, and we've booked into podcasts that will air in September and October. As I shared, we have to do those things well in advance. So next week is just about 4 weeks before the launch. I'm getting a little bit nervous, but that's okay, and that's real. I will share with you specific dates because we do have different events planned, as you well know. And next week, I'm going to talk a lot about distribution. It's something I really didn't understand as a new author. The distribution network for the company that I have chosen is enormous and has many, many possibilities. On that note, everyone, have a healthy and safe day, and we'll see you next Friday.